Hey, everybody. Brenda. 6 up. Irish Jessie. O2 Hurricane. Sweet Pea. Mazikeen. Callum. Ellie, you made it. How's everybody doing today? Well, I woke up to a phone call from my son letting me know that another celebrity had passed away. I used to watch Hulk Hogan in the past, but his loss was nothing compared to Ozzy, so I'm just going to say that. But if you're a wrestling fan and you remember Hulk Hogan, he passed away today. And I'll tell you what, these deaths are really hitting hard. Ozzy's hit me the hardest, but makes you think a lot. You guys have any questions? Hey, Moonbud. Yeah, actually, Moonbud, I got to see Hulk Hogan in person. I went to a wrestling event. Hulk is not one of my favorite wrestlers, to be honest. He's not. I have other wrestlers that I like better, but his loss is nowhere near Ozzy's. I just can't help myself on that. Mom and Dad, a message. I got you, Ellie. So if you guys have questions, let me know in the chat and let me know if you want the runes to answer or if you want tarot. Let's see here, Brandon. Will my finances be in position to buy a dream home by the end of the year? Brandon. All right, I got your question, Moonbud. To me, work schedule. I'm writing these questions down so you know what I'm doing. I hate dead air, but I can't write in runes. Mazikeen. Brenda wants a message. Hey, Adam. Do you want runes or do you want tarot? Okay. What? Well, Ellie, I think that one reading I did in the members only live kind of sort of came true. She sabotaged herself by clicking a link. It's okay if you don't do caps. I'm all right with that as long as I know it's a question. All right. O2 Hurricane, you're up first. Yeah, I believe it was Ellie. I believe that reading, yeah, where it ended with um, the tower in reverse was self sabotage. O2 Hurricane, you here? I got somebody here with me. Okay. You want to know where you'll be in 4 months. Where will O2 Hurricane be in 4 months? Let me get that out of the way. You got a change coming. So you've got some sort of a change coming. It's an awakening. Something awakens in you. And an awakening is that, aha, I didn't think of that moment. But that awakening and that change is going to make you feel defeated. Perhaps somebody had said something to you and you're healing from that and you're remembering this. But this change, it brings about freedom. Be careful in making judgments about others or about things that you do, because be careful about making a judgment and feeling defeated, because it may not be that you are feeling you might feel defeated because you've had a heartbreak, but your heart is actually in the process of healing from something. So I see a change coming. It might be a change in the way you think about this broken heart that you were dealing with. You might be thinking it's time that you get over it, and don't let this broken heart make you feel defeated. We've been supposed to get rain all day, and I haven't seen rain at all. I mean, it has been maintaining steady cool temperature here. I hope that answers your question, O2 Hurricane. You're going to see some sort of an aha moment, and at first it might make you feel at a loss, it might drain your energy. You might be feeling some unrest in your life, but there's some heartbreak that you're going to heal from. All right, Callum. Is Callum still here? Is Callum still here? You just wanted a general reading. So I'll pull 3 cards for you and we'll see what we get. You're very welcome, O2 Hurricane. You're very welcome. It'll be a good change. It'll be freedom from something. Something that had broken your heart and you're freeing yourself from it. All right. What do we have here besides my hose getting tangled up? Oh boy. So, Callum, you have somebody that may have some sort of toxic behavior. This could be their erratic behavior. This could be an addiction problem. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This could be somebody that you know that has an addiction problem and they're disappointing you. They're causing disappointment. They're hurting your heart because of whatever it is. They're playing with fire. And so perhaps you get with your closest friends, family, maybe to talk about what you can do to help this person. Yeah, maybe you might be, and you might be looking to your closer connections, friends, family, to protect your heart. You're protecting your heart when you get with these friends because this person, whoever they are, whichever one they are, they've hurt you very bad. And so I don't know, one or the other may be playing with fire. One may be one may be worse than the other. And playing with fire, when it comes to playing with fire and that toxic behavior, the addictions and so on. And so you're looking to your close circle of people, people that you look up to, people that protect you, to help you protect your heart from any further hurt from this person. All right, Ellie. I hope that helped, Callum. I hope that helped. They're doing something. I feel one of the two may be doing something a little extra, And now you see them doing this, and you're having to surround yourself with your closest friends to protect yourself from, so that you don't get hurt from it. All right. Well, like always, we're going to put Mom over here and Dad over here. Let's see what message that Ellie is going to get from her mom and dad. I'll probably be back on Saturday because Sunday is supposed to be miserably hot. And it'll probably be later in the day than what I am today, because even Saturday's going to be hot, but not as hot as Sunday. All right, let's see what we get for Ellie. All right, that's a message from Mom. All right, let's see what Mom has to say. All right. Here we have someone that is an independent decision maker. I say independent, we have the cat here. And the cat represents independence. So this is about being able to make decisions on your own peacefully. They're peaceful decisions. Maintaining normalcy, maintaining stability in all aspects of your life. However, you're being told there's some unfinished business. Now, I don't know. She's not telling me what this unfinished business is about. It could be about a decision you have to make. There may be some decision that you haven't made yet regarding some aspect of your life. And your sibling and your sibling's spouse, I'll put it that way, is not here. Now, let's see what your dad has to say. Your dad is saying that you're going to have to work hard because things that are being said are not true. This could be things regarding legal circumstances. This is the justice card. And you may have to work really hard to bypass the lies that are being told. There's lies being told. Things that are not true are being told. And once again, the sibling and the sibling spouse is not here. But that's not to say that your dad's message isn't in regards to a situation regarding something that was brought up by your sibling spouse. I'm trying to word this so that you understand and I don't put names out. Your sibling spouse tried to say that you did something that was not, you shouldn't have been able to do. And your dad is saying that person is lying about it. And it appears like maybe you might have to work hard to prove that what your sibling's spouse is saying is not true. Yeah, I know. I heard it, Ellie. I heard it. And I heard what was said. Old nut job. She is. Yeah, you can prove it. You have the ability to prove it. You're going to come through it. It might take a little bit of work. There may be a little bit of work. And that might be the unfinished business your mom is talking about too. Because your sibling spouse can't let it go. For you, it's not unfinished business. It's been done and taken care of and handled. But for your sibling and your sibling spouse, they see it differently. They see it as being unfinished business and that things were said that were not true. And it's actually the sibling spouse that's saying things that are not true. So, mom and dad, Ellie already knows what they're saying. But thank you for the message. No, you haven't done anything wrong. That, oh God, I'll call her a moron, is good at spreading things that are not true. How well do we know? She has spread many things that are not true. All right. Brandon. Are you here, Brandon? Okay. Give me 1 second here. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, please, and thank you. All right, Brandon, you want to know, will you be in a financial position for your dream home by the end of the year? Well, let's see what we figure out here. Will you be in a financial position to get your dream home by the end of the year? Will Brandon be in a financial position to get the dream home by the end of the year? Does not look. Yeah, actually, it's not an excellent chance. You've got to know here. And of all cards to get, you've got the Ten of Pentacles, which could represent the money itself. So you might be in a good position. You might be in a good position. The problem might be the housing market itself. Ooh, is the housing market, do you need to wait for the housing market to crash? Is that what we're seeing here with the Tower card? So it might not be by the end of the year, because I don't know about where you're at. Houses are ridiculously priced here. And I'm not in a major city. I'm in a small, I guess you can call it a city, but it's not really, it's not nothing the size of New York or Jacksonville, Florida, or LA or anything like that. But you might have to wait for this, for the housing market to crash. Because right now, you're not going to have enough money by the end of the year. Only if the housing market crashes will you succeed. Colorado, Las Vegas area, yeah, trust me, the housing market is still high in those areas. I can't speak for Las Vegas. I don't know anything about Las Vegas. Colorado's just south of me, and I know they're not exactly any better than what we are here. Yeah, I know, Brenda. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. Moonbud, are you here, Moonbud? Alrighty. You want to know, did Vincent intentionally lie to you about the work schedule? And you want this answered with runes. Did Vincent intentionally lie to you about the work schedule? That is the Berkana rune. It's in reverse, which means no, not intentionally. No, Vincent didn't lie to you. At least not intentionally. I don't think Vincent lied to you. It Remember, we're in Mercury retrograde, and Mercury retrograde can mess you up. Hey, Green Palace. I can add you. Hold on 1 second. Let me write your question down. Am I receiving bad karma or something? Currently having a streak of really bad luck. How do you want that answered? Tarot or runes? Okay. Um. Well, honestly, well, I'll answer you when I get to you. Mazakeen, are you still here? Mazakeen, are you here? Alrighty. Hi, Skyflower. If you have a question, put it in chat and let me know if. Hi, Kevin. Oh, okay. Mazakeen wants to know, what is mom trying to tell you? You want to know what your mom's trying to tell you. Uh-huh. Yeah, you can, Kevin. Remember, I'm just one person trying to keep up with the chat, so and your questions, so I'll try not to miss your questions, just so you know that. All right. What's mom trying to tell Mazakeen? What is Mazakeen's mom trying to say? Before I turn those over, Sweet Pea. You message from your brother with tarot. Sunflower. I mean, Skyflower. Jeez. Uh, and then Kevin. No, you don't have to put it in all caps if you don't want to. Hey, Preet. Hey, Jaleisha. You want to know about getting an opportunity? I got it. I got your question, Kevin. Preet. Preet. Tarot or Preet? Do you want tarot? Callum, I'm using, hang on 1 second. I'm using the gilded Tarot Royale. Okay, Preet wants tarot. Let's see. After Preet, Jaleisha. All right, Jaleisha, you want a reading? Let's see. You have a question, Jaleisha? Or do you just want a general reading? And do you want it with tarot? Or do you want it with runes? Sorry, Mazakeen. Jaleisha, I need an answer. Do you want a general reading with tarot, or do you want one with runes? It's nice and cool here today, Preet. That's why I came on earlier. I'll be on Saturday, but I'll be on later on Saturday. All right. Well, I'm gonna do this reading while I'm waiting on Jaleisha. Oh, you're in that oh, there's a name for that. There's like a heat thing over top of a big part of the United States. Jaleisha, do you want a general reading with tarot? I need to know what you want. Okay. Mazakeen. This is from your mom. What's she trying to tell you? Your mom is trying to warn you about something. And I feel like she's probably here with me right now because I've got goosebumps. So over here, you're starting out good. You're making whatever adjustments you need to make. You have others helping you maintain harmony, maintain balance in your life. But somebody is going to say something to you. Now, bear in mind, we're in Mercury retrograde. People are going to say stupid things. But somebody's going to say something to you that's going to break your heart. And you're going to have to work your way through it. You're going to have to power through it. I know it's difficult. This is a struggle to get through this, but you can do it. This right here, just keep in mind somebody's going to say something that's going to hurt your heart. But just remember, we're in Mercury retrograde. I'm writing this question down. So I'm just going to do one question of that, Lori. I'm going to answer how Logan's family sees you. Do you want tarot or runes? Sonata. What will be the nature of... Lord, I need glasses. What will be the nature of C? Sonata, what do you want, tarot or runes? So, Mazakine, I would be prepared for somebody to say something out of line to you. Okay, Sonata, I got you. Be prepared for somebody to say something unexpected that's going to hurt your heart. Keep in mind, until the end of August, we're in Mercury retrograde. And it will, if it's going to happen, it's probably most likely going to happen during this retrograde. So you're going to have to struggle and power your way through this with your feelings and how you feel about this. Because over here, you have help maintaining balance in your life. It's just somebody coming in and saying something stupid. I always use the example of a female and a male, the female being pregnant and having never had cheated on the man and getting into an argument and saying, "Oh, this isn't your child." Well, once you say that to a man, you can't change it. The only thing that can change that after you say that, put that out there into the universe, is a paternity test. All right, Brenda. So we need to be careful in what we say. We really do. You still here, Brenda? You still with me, Brenda? Okay. How's Freddie doing? Is he doing any better? Give me 1 second here. You're very welcome, Mazakine. You're very welcome. All right. Brenda wants a message from Dad. Okay, 6 up. I'm not taking any more questions, so I'll finish up these questions I have. I got quite a number here. So guys, if you're not subbed up, 6 up, will you please drop your link? Please sub up to 6 up. She's going to be going live here after me. You won't want to miss it. If you know, you know. All right, this is for Brenda. Yeah, it will. It will, Ellie. That's why I ended the list so that I can be there. I don't want to miss that. Yeah, she just recently, Ellie, she just recently talked about um, something that, well, I don't want to go into it, but, she recently opened her big mouth again, an inserted foot. Yeah, she just said that like with the last day or two. I was like, seriously? Let me rearrange here. All right. Brenda wants a message from her dad. Oh, yeah, it might have been last night. I think you're right. I think it was last night. Oh, Lord. What do we got going on here? So, I feel like your dad is trying to say to, first of all, be loyal to yourself. You're a supportive person. You're also a healer, and you're an intuitive person. And maybe some things were said. You got to let go of these things because your gut is telling you to hold on to this one thing that's been said and let go of some other things. And your dad is telling you that that's what you need to do. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have? Yeah, we do. Two fours here. We have two fours. So this is about stability. There's instability in communication on somebody's part, and perhaps you're listening and you're using your intuition, your gut feeling as to what they are saying. And you're holding on to something. There's something you're holding on to, but you're also making sure at the same time that you have stability in your life, in all areas of your life, that there is harmony there, that you're continuing to push forward with all things you hold value in. And you're not going to let what somebody else says get to you because your gut is telling you that not everything that somebody is saying is true. Maybe one thing is, but the rest of it is not. This card here is showing you as being supportive, a healer, a person that likes to help others heal from things, and you're also intuitive, meaning listen to your gut instincts. And you can continue forward with the things you hold value in life. You can continue on with your life because things are stable there. You just have to ignore this chatter that's going on. Paying attention, though, to one comment that may have been made. Yeah. Hang on, guys. Oh, your half sister. Got you. If you're new in here and you haven't subbed up to the 6 Up Media, please sub up. She's going to be going live next when I'm done here shortly. I promise you won't want to miss it listening to the piggy squeal. All right, Adam, are you here, Adam? We're going to get to hear a piggy squeal. You sure can, Brenda. You sure can. You can say it. Brenda, you can talk to your dad in your own mind, and he will hear you. Believe it or not, he's here. He's back. Okay, Brenda wants you to say thank you to you for the message. Oh, wow, Brenda. You had a loss in 1967 like I did. That's when I lost my father figure. On April Fool's Day. Hi, Nicola. I'm not taking any more today. If you want to come back on Saturday, I'll be on Saturday. The list is closed for today, Nicola. Adam, are you here, Adam? I was just a little bit older than you, Brenda, when I lost mine. I was 2 years older than you. And that was rough. And I know that was rough for you. Yeah, Lori, you're on the list. There's a few people ahead of you, though. I'm waiting on Adam to respond. If Adam doesn't respond, I'm going to move on. Sunada, why are you deleting messages? Don't delete messages. This is your first warning and only warning. I'm trying to go back to see if there it is. All right. Adam is not responding. Green Palace, I see you're here. You had a question about karma, bad karma. You wanted to know if what you're receiving is bad karma. Well, ooh, I got somebody here. You did something and now you're receiving karma. Well, you know, for every action, there's a reaction. For everything we do, positive or negative, there's an equal and opposite reaction. But let's see. You don't know if you actually did anything wrong, is what you're trying to say. So did Green Palace do anything wrong to cause bad karma to come back? Did Green Palace do anything wrong to have bad karma come back? Absolutely not. You got an absolutely not. We have 3 reverse cards. 3 reverse cards represents an absolute no. You did not do anything wrong. You feel uncertain about it, but the cards are telling you no. It could be Mercury retrograde. Mercury is not the only planet in retrograde right now. There are other planets in retrograde that can also bring consequences with them. Pluto's in retrograde. I don't have the book open. I can look in the book. Um, there's multiple. By the end of the month, we will have 5 planets in retrograde, just so you know. There will be 5 in retrograde by the end of the month. Pluto is just one of them. Mercury is just one of them. Those are the 2 that usually stand out the most to people, but there are others. I'm want to get through this real quick here. But if you go to my community tab, and there I put up a calendar for the month of July, and click on it, and it will tell you everything that's happening this month. We've had, get away. Sorry about that. We've had 3 celebrities. 3 celebrities within what? Less than a week? Transition? Oh, yeah, Ellie. Oh, yeah. Sweet Pea, are you here? Sweet Pea? I've been feeling this heavy feeling since early July. I've had this really heavy, I don't even know how to explain it, feeling. And so far, we've had the loss of 3 celebrities. We had Malcolm Jamal Warner passed away at the age of 53 from an accidental drowning. We had, of course, the big one, Ozzy Osbourne at 76. And then today, you'd have to be a wrestling fan to know Hulk Hogan at the age of 71. What about Joe Rogan? I don't know Joe Rogan. Is that a celebrity that passed away also? William. Oh. Oh, you got the names mixed up. Okay. This is for Sweet Pea. A message from your brother. Yeah, it was William Jamal Warner. He played in The Cosby Show, if you're not familiar with him. He was 53. Everybody, I think, on the planet knows Ozzy Osbourne. And then wrestling fans will know Hulk Hogan. I was not really a Hogan fan, even though I did get a chance to see him wrestle. He's not really one of my favorites. All right, message from brother. I took Ozzy Osbourne's loss the hardest. Believe it or not. His came as the hardest for me. This dang hose. I got a short hose and it keeps getting stuck. Oh, you got 2 kings here. You've got 2 kings. So you have the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups in reverse, and then you have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So you're putting off something. There's something that you're wanting to do, something you're wanting to start. It's something big. And you're committed to it, but I feel like you are dealing with some sort of an emotional loss here. Whether you've lost a connection of some sort, this would be a major connection. May have walked away. This may have been somebody that was going to help you start this project or be a part of this new start. They were committed and now they've walked away or they've left for some reason. This is a big emotional loss here. Your head and your heart's not in this. You got to work on staying committed, even though you're dealing with some sort of a loss. This emotional loss could be your father. And there's something you wanted to start, something new, and you're being told by your father you need to stay committed to this new start. Don't delay it any longer. You've already delayed it long enough. There's something new that you want to do. Don't delay. Stay committed to it. I feel like it might have been, maybe it was something you wanted to start with your father. This could have been something that you were working towards starting with your father. And because you lost your father, you weren't able to move forward with this. And your father wants you to move forward with it. Yeah, I was too, Green Palace, but you know what? When I listened to Ozzy talking about his medical conditions and his medical issues and everything that he's been through over the past, I guess, 10 years or so, he had stage 5 Parkinson's. It don't get any worse than that. All right. Skyflower, are you here, Skyflower? It don't get any worse than this. You're very welcome, Sweet Pea. You're very welcome. Green Palace, it doesn't get any worse than stage 5 Parkinson's. Skyflower, are you here, Skyflower? I'm down to 8 people here, so if Skyflower doesn't respond here pretty soon, I'm going to move on. It is a bad disease, Brenda. It is a bad disease. My ex had it as well. It's a disease that usually typically affects men rather than women, which I didn't know because I went and researched it. You know, Ozzy probably even had difficulty swallowing. Skyflower, are you here? Hey, Victoria, I'm not taking any more names. I'm trying to get through the ones I have. I will be live, though, on Saturday later in the evening because it's supposed to be hot on Saturday. So if you want to come back on Saturday, I'd appreciate it. You want to know about somebody whose name starts with K, their current thoughts and feelings. Okay. I just abbreviated your question, and so sometimes I don't always get it all in. Or I don't write it down exactly as you say it. I put it in similar words. Yeah, I'll be on Saturday. Sunday's going to be way too hot to go live, so I'll be on Saturday because I'll have to go later in the evening. Even on Saturday, it's supposed to be hot, but not as hot as Sunday. All right, this person K, what's their current thoughts and feelings towards Skyflower? I think you already know. I think you already know. They're finding it challenging. They're finding it challenging to get involved. You may have been involved with this person in the past and for whatever reason parted ways, and now you're trying to maybe get back together. And it's challenging. Perhaps somebody, one or the other, said something that broke the other one's heart, and that heart hasn't completely mended yet. But having the high priestess here tells me that you already knew the answer before you asked me the question. It's challenging. They want to, but it's challenging because there's heartache that someone needs to get over. You already knew that answer. Yeah, they need to get over those. They need to get over that. And, you know, a lot of times that's hard for people to get over it. Um, Adam, what is Hal thinking? What is Hal hiding from me? You want to know what Hal's hiding from you? I got you, Adam. I got you. What is Hal hiding from you? What is Hal hiding from you? Hal is hiding from you. He's not being honest with you. He's not being upfront with you. He's not being truthful with you. There may be another family that Hal has that you don't know about. A family that was started a long time ago. And Hal may be reinventing, or Hal may have stepped away from this family and was involved with you temporarily, did not tell you about this family, and now Hal is going back to this family. I say family. This person, this Hal, I don't know, Hal might even have kids. Cursed! Hey, Cursed! Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I hope that answered your question, Adam. Cursed, this is my day for answering questions. This is something that I hope that Miss Piggy doesn't pick up on, but I do runes, and I'll show you what runes look like. Sorry, guys. They're different symbols. They have meanings. They go back to the beginning of time, this particular set. These are called Viking runes. God. We'll know if she's been watching me. We'll know if she's been watching me, if she picks up on these. There's no way in the world she can read these, and she can't read into these what she wants. You're very welcome, Adam. You're very welcome. Kevin, are you here, Kevin? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more people, and I need to get these done here. Yes, cursed. The runes each have their own meaning. Yes. They started out being the alphabet. Think way back, thousands and thousands of years, at the beginning of time. It was their alphabet back then. But each one has a different meaning. Now, over time, they've refined and made different sets of runes. But the Viking runes that I have here is not an original set in the sense of speaking from way back then, but that is the type they used back then. Yes. All right, Kevin. Preet, I'm moving on here, guys. I'm moving on here. Preet, are you here? Preet is here. Jeremy's next action. You want to know what Jeremy's next action is going to be? Yes, they're readable. They each have a different meaning. They each have a different name as well. Each has a different name and a different meaning. And they can be read in reverse as well. Jeremy's next action. I've been reading runes for about, I'd say about the past 10 years now. roughly. I would imagine it was the Vikings, since they're called the Viking runes. I have a video out, and it's actually, I don't know if I have it public or not. I don't think I do. I think it's still on members only. I could probably make it public as well. Because Six Up had asked me about the different runes, because there, like I said, there are different runes, and I do have two sets. I have the Viking runes, and then I have a newer set that's newer, New Age type set that is known as the Witches runes, and there's not as many of those. All right, Preet. Jeremy's next action. So, the next action for Jeremy is Jeremy's conflicted right now. But Jeremy is feeling conflicted on what the next action is going to be. Having a difficult time making a decision here. But I believe that's why Jeremy's feeling conflicted. And it's all about telling you something important, and something that's a truth, and something that you're not aware of. So Jeremy is right now taking time to think, having a hard time deciding on whether Jeremy wants to come forward and tell you something. There's something Jeremy wants to tell you. It's a personal truth, though. Something personal that you might not know about. And Jeremy's feeling conflicted about it. But this conflict creates a change. So the change being that this card would eventually turn upright, making that ultimate decision to tell you something personal that you have never heard before. Expect Jeremy to say something you've never heard before. Something personal about Jeremy that you were not aware of. You're very welcome, Preet. You're very welcome. Jaleisha, are you here, Jaleisha? Are you here, Jaleisha? All right. You wanted a general reading? So we're going to give Jaleisha a general reading. I'm just doing 3 cards. Like always. I do personal readings if people want private readings. I do charge for private readings. I don't usually advertise that on here. But I do private readings. They are way more extensive. Private readings are way more extensive. And I do charge for those. And I'm going to promote myself a little when it comes to my memberships. I have 3 different tiers. 1, you have access to all my members only lives. I do members only lives every Tuesday for all my members. Tier 2 gets angel numbers daily, except for the days I go live. And then Tier 3 gets a private reading at a discount. 1 private reading a month at a discount, plus the angel number, daily angel number. And of course, all 3 tiers, like I said, get the members only lives once a week. All right. You wanted a general reading. Sorry, I had to promote myself just one time. I don't say it very often, but. And you have access to all of the If you become a member, you have access to all members only lives that I've done in the past. And yes, cursed with curiosity, if you're still in here, I have reviewed the Empress on members only. And might be doing that again. She made it hard last night because she played all. Mm. All right, Jaleisha. So everything, your life is in harmony. Your chakras are all well balanced. However, you have some sort of conflict taking place in your mind. You feel conflicted about something. Even though, go lay down, buddy. Go lay down. I'll call Daddy when I get off of here and I'll have him come let you OUT. So you're feeling conflicted about something. Somebody may have been dishonest. Aw, thank you, Kirst. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I greatly appreciate that. You can watch my review. I'm not as good at reviewing as Six Up is, but I review the Empress. I leave the other channel for Six Up. The reading she was doing last night on her main channel, I could not review because she was doing something that you don't hear me doing here right now. I'm not playing any music. And regardless if I'm monetized or not, I still would not play music. That's too distracting from readings. So, Jaleisha, your life is in harmony. However, you're feeling conflicted about something. Something else is out of balance. It's not you, but there's something else that's out of balance right now, and it's making you feel conflicted. Perhaps somebody was dishonest. Perhaps somebody close to you was dishonest to you, and that's making you feel conflicted. But you're not letting it affect you. Your chakras are all aligned properly like they should be. I'll be live on Tuesday. I just don't know what time. It depends on the weather. Because I live in an RV and that's like living in a tin can. It gets hot here. And I work strictly with, my camera is not built into my laptop. So my camera is independent, so I have to keep my camera cool. Lori, are you here, Lori? I have to keep my camera cool. My equipment, I've had my equipment ever since I've had my channel. You're welcome, Jaleisha. You're very welcome. You want to know how Logan's family sees you? Oh, you changed your name to Lexi? Oh, don't mind me. I'm not wearing my... I need to go get glasses. Sorry, Lexi. I'm sorry. I haven't had my eyes examined or glasses in 5 years. I had cataract surgery 5 years ago. And at that time, I only needed glasses for distance. Now, I think I need a new eye exam and Probably glasses for reading, even though I shouldn't. All right. I'm doing how Logan's family sees you. How are you seen by Logan and Logan's family? We'll do it that way. How are you viewed by Logan and Logan's family? Well, keep the faith. They see you as somebody that is a traditional type person, and perhaps they're not a traditional type family. And so they may see you as trying to come in and destroy the family. They may see you as being not committed to the family, where they see you as being a traditional type person, in a sense of speaking. Traditional, maybe when I say traditional, this could be in maybe the way that you think, possibly the way that you dress, possibly your spirituality. I'm going to call it spirituality. It could be religion. They may be looking at any number of those things, and they may feel like you're not committed and that you may destroy what they have. That's how they view you. I'm not saying that they're right. I'm just saying that that may be that's how they're viewing you as being a traditional person in some sense, that you're going to come in and not be committed and cause destruction in the family, unfortunately. And sometimes people are like that, unfortunately. I mean, the families themselves, I don't mean you. They may be viewing you that way, and it may be wrong. They may be discriminating against you, in a sense of speaking. All right. Sonata, are you here, Sonata? Sonata, are you here? Cursed with Curiosity, I have a spirit guide that I work with. Yes, I do. I work with my spirit guide. My spirit guide is indigenous and has come to me in my dreams. Presented They presented themselves to me in my dreams, yes. Aw, thank you, Brenda. I've actually gone in. I need to go in my about section. I went into my description and actually removed the part where it says for entertainment purposes only, because I'm not an entertainer. Oops. Sonata. Yeah, it's too late to join. If you want to come back on Sunday, I'd greatly appreciate it. Aw, thank you, Kirst. Yeah, I know. I just got the notification, Brenda. So Sonata's not responding. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Saturday, sorry. Saturday. Saturday later in the evening. It'll be Saturday, sorry. So I'm normally I would be on Sunday, but with the weather, I have to monitor the weather in the summer months because I live in an RV and it gets too hot in here for my equipment, so I have to go according to the temperature that's projected to be. So at this point, this week it's going to be on Saturday. Just keep an eye out. I always schedule my live ahead of time. And so I'm going to let you guys go. If you guys aren't already subbed up, please sub up to 6 Up Media. She is live now. I send much love and many blessings to everybody. Stay safe out there, everyone. It's a crazy world we live in. We see it every day on YouTube. Not just the people we watch, but even in the news, we see things that are crazy. If you can, be kind. I'll see you back next time. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, everybody.